for a change of plans that I'm going to do, because I went too hard from the beginning. In fact, my warm-up was too hard because I was getting late. So doing the 15 minutes up.
You want to go around and go down?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah, because if I did 15 minutes going up 4-lane, that would definitely kick me over, I'm sure.
Okay. Well, I'll do whatever the group wants to do.
Okay.
So if we're gonna, you want to just do the loop?
Yeah.
We can do that.
I'm good at the loop.
What? Well, Gary, you made everybody blow up going up Prater's. We're trying not to let you catch us.
I was behind you guys. I was sweeping the rear end the way up.
Yeah, you swept everybody. You caught everybody.
Oh, yeah.
I gotta pace myself up on that one. If there's more of the ride after this, you gotta pace myself, and then I'll catch up.
So we're gonna go around. We're gonna go around Lodge.
Really?
Yeah. Too much intensity for me to do another 15 minutes trying to keep up with whoever on the 4-lane.
From behind us and
probably what I'm gonna do is Tuesday. Take the
him and
afternoon off,
William.
then,
I didn't think
do
we
a
were going
steady
that
ride
slow.
I know.
And then I looked at you. I heard Steve.
Yeah.
And then he goes, well, William's right behind me. I was like, oh crap.
Yeah, that was a team effort. Good job, Steve.
Yeah, both of us just pulling. Yeah, when he first caught up to me after I dropped off you guys, I was going to be on his wheel, but he slowed because he wanted to get on my wheel. So I just like look at each other for a second.
Like who wants to pull first?
Yeah, man, finally caught back up to you guys.
That was a good effort. I feel like we're
I got it on video too.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, you got some good butt time.
Yeah, good butt time. Well, that's all I need is more butt time.
I'm chasing with William and I'm on the edge. And just as with the other two, I get to a finishing steep section and I gotta back off because I'm about to redline. Hey cycling community, this is Steve Grusis, the Cycling Greek. After I recovered a bit, I knew I had to catch William before he got to the top of the climb that leads to the small descent into the flat section. I knew that if I didn't catch him by then, there'd be a good chance I would not catch him at all. At this point in my comeback, I just don't have the immediate power that William does. If I try and match him watt for watt, I'm going to overcook and redline. Trading pulls on that flat section, we laid down as much power as we could, and it showed as we made up some distance on them, as you can see on the screen right now. We've gotten a bit closer. After about 2 miles, with 2 climbs to go to the top, William and I finally make contact with the other two. At this point, it's anybody's game, although for the last 2 miles, William and I have been going a lot harder than Terry and John have. At this point, I have a couple of choices. I can either 1, hang on to the back of their wheel, hoping that they don't increase their speed now that we've caught them so I can recover a bit, or 2, use my momentum versus their speed, go to the front in hopes of controlling the pace so I can begin to recover. If they did decide to attack, it would cost them a little extra power, of course, to get up to me, and then by then, hopefully I would have recovered just enough to be able to hang on to their wheel. As it turned out, they let me set the pace, and when I got to the top, I pulled off and then began to recover for this final climb that we're about to hit. This last climb is the steepest, and when you've been pushing it at various levels for the past hour, weight makes a difference. William, who's ahead of me, is the heaviest of the 4 of us. Then comes me. John, the doubles rider, with the old 25 jersey, is about 5 to 8 pounds lighter than I am, and the lightest is Terry up ahead, who's been racing since he was a junior. Thinking that William's going to have a challenge on this initial steep section, I jump from his wheel onto John's wheel. Unless John falters, I'm not going to be doing any more jumping. There's going to be a small respite here, and then it's going to get even steeper to get to the top. That being said, John waves me forward, and to get to Terry's wheel is no easy feat. You see the curve up there? Well, that's where it really starts to get steep. At this point, knowing the form that Terry has relative to mine and the fact that he's a lot lighter than I am, it's not a question of if I can beat him, it's whether I can stay on his wheel for second or not. Terry increases his speed just a bit and starts to pull away. I decide to give it one more effort to stand and reconnect. I'm hoping that his surge is not only short-lived, but that it sucked a little life out of him. But alas, it didn't. That's it, I'm done. Because I know there's other riders in our group that are still down the climb, I back off quite a bit. I don't need to overcook myself. I'm already not going to do my original plan and go up the 4-lane because of all the intensity I've done so far. The last thing I want to have happen is to wake up the next morning with AFib. After a bit, William passes me, hoping that I'm going to get on his wheel so we can chase him down again. Not this time. AFib boy is phoning it in. I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember, comment, like, subscribe. Hit the little bell so you'll get the notice. The Cycling Greek.